Mario once again with MIA Microflight. It's going to be a sort of a different video. I want to talk about a cabinet that I'm building to house all these rolls of fabric that are kind of loose here on this table. I actually had a system going before for all this material. This is odds and ends that I keep, from projects that I work on over the years. I've acquired quite a bit of this stuff. And so it gets a little bit messy if you don't have some kind of a system to hold these things in an organized manner so that you can come back and see what materials you have. Like myself, I work with all these things day in and day out. I'm always using materials. And so for me, it is important to have um, a stock of all this stuff here that you see odds and ends here. Like I said, this is sometimes some kind of a vinyl coating contact contact paper. Um, so I decided to just bite the bullet and design my own cabinet to house all these things. You can buy these cardboard. They're called architectural plan bins, and I have some of those, that hold my some of my plants that I used to do before for the all the rubber powered helicopters. I used to do those by hands, and I used to sell those plants, along with the materials, balls, pieces, rubber band, hardware, etc., in kit form back in the late 80s, early 90s, when I was operating under MIA Designs before I established MIA Microflight. And so I used to keep all my plants in those bins, and I'll just show you what they look like in just a little while here. But let me show you, continue showing you what I had set up for this stuff. So this is one method that I was using, just reusing or repurposing these cardboard tubes. I buy aluminum tubing, and sometimes they come in these tubes to protect the tubing from bending. And so I kept a good portion of this stuff over the years, and so I cut those tubes in 36-inch lengths, and this is how I was holding my my fabric, ripstop nylon in particular, stuff that I use, remnants that I keep, not so much the newer material, or newer fabric, I should say, because this is ripstop nylon fabric, kind of similar materials, Dacron fabric, stuff like that. And so this I was keeping some of the remnants, and even some of the some of the rolls that come direct from the manufacturer. So this was okay, and but as you can see, it's I want to get away from using cardboard storage bins or these repurposed tubes. I just want to keep it nice and clean, and so I decided, and also to maximize the space right here. This is on top of a cabinet here that I want to maximize the space, and so I'll show you what I am doing in my CAD program in a little while here, but this is how I've been keeping this material. And so I just got tired of doing this, and this is just a small portion of all these remnants that I have. I mean, I got probably about 4 times as much as you see here in that I need to store, and I need a more space efficient setup here. Okay, so I was saying, they sell these. I don't know if I can capture this from here. They sell these boxes that have already the separation or the dividers, so that you can store plants. And you can see, so these are some of the older plants that I used to sell with my rubber powered helicopters. A lot of these are rubber powered helicopter plants that in airplane plants that I used to do back in the day. And some of them are, could be just plans that I had, posters and things of that nature. So this is how I kept all my plants in these bins right here, and I just stuck them on top of this shelf unit, kind of sideways. They typically go standing up, but I decided to just stack them up like that, just to save space here in my garage. So I've been wanting to do my own, like I said, sort of a modular system, um, sort of a stackable modular um, way of storing my fabric. And so I came up with these 3D printed 3D printed parts, and I was going to use this foam material. This is just a 4 millimeter foam board. As you can see here, this is not bad, and this right here has the pockets so that the foam goes inside these pockets here. And this is just a support, midsection support, and this is the other end here. You can see this is the foam board inserted already, and it looks pretty clean. But this was going to be a lot of work. As you can see, the idea was to just do that, and have about maybe 3 or 4 stacked up and sideways, so that I can have a sort of a modular assembly here of these what would have been a complete bin. This is not complete. This is just a mock-up, just to test the concept, the idea. And so once I did this, I started to realize that this is going to take quite a bit of work, because it took me quite a bit of time, to cut these boards and then to insert them. It's more trouble to insert them and to keep this nice and straight. And while this is pretty rigid, once it's assembled, it's just the amount of work that this was going to take. So I decided to come up with this system here, and which is a lot better, very similar to the storage systems that hold architectural plans, the ones that I just showed. They're on top of one of my shelves in my garage. And so I decided to do this instead, with using corrugated plastic, that polyethylene or polypropylene. I think it's what the material is made from. Those sheets that are corrugated plastic sheets, poly sheets. Okay, so you can see the assembly here of the one that I just showed in real form. The 3D printed parts that I designed for this assembly here. And as you can see, it's quite a bit of labor there doing it this way. And so in order to save some time and effort, I decided to just do it like this. And these are nothing more than this corrugated plastic sheets that will need to be slotted halfway in increments of 3 inches, because that's what the dimensions of each of these compartments are at 3 by 3. The sheets, you can get these sheets pretty much anywhere, but if you get them through Amazon, these come in packs of 10. For this particular project, these are going to take 4 on the outside, 4 panels for basically for the box, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'm using 14 sheets here, with dimensions of 18 by 36, 4mm corrugated panels. And so I decided to just purchase these in as close as possible to these dimensions here, 18 by 36, so that I don't have to cut too many panels, and there's minimal waste. These are the sheets that you can get through Amazon, and right now they have a sale going on for 24% off on the blue ones. If you get the white ones, it's going to be quite a bit more money, And so I just opted to go with a blue here just to save on cost of these panels. You get 10 or no, 8 of these panels, 24 by 36, which allow me to get the 36 inch dimension, and I just have to cut 18 6 inches, from the edges here, and I'll be able to use these panels as almost as they come in. And because they are 8 per pack, I need to buy 2 packs of these. So a total of I'm spending about 34, 68, about 68, 70, let's say $75 with shipping and handling. So $75. $75 for a system that looks like this, as you see it here. It's going to be quite durable because I've used this stuff before on various projects, and I really like this material. It's very I believe these are polypropylene or polyethylene plastic. And so polypropylene is almost like jug material, milk jug material, so it's very, very durable. You're not going to be able to break these things. This may get scuffed, if you're going to move it from place to place, but it's easier to also clean because it's plastic. It's a very durable plastic. And so I decided to just go this way and just spend the $75 total for this material, plus my time, of course, to basically cut the strips, cut each panel 6 inches from the edge here, because these do come at 24 inches by 36, so I don't have to do anything with the 36 dimension, but the 24 I'm going to have to remove 6 inches to obtain these 18-inch panels here that are required to do the outside box. The inside box is a little bit no, they're all 18 inches. They're all 18 inches, and the way this is going to be assembled, as you can see here, I'm going to have to join this, so I'm going to develop a 3D printed part to join these corners here. And while I cannot print 36 inches on my 3D printers because I don't have a 36-inch bed 3D printer, I can certainly do some corners here, some brackets, almost very similar to what I did here to retain the corners here. You can see how I did this with these pockets here. So I'm going to do this the same, just to retain these corners here of this corrugated plastic, which is about the same thickness as these foam panels here. These foam board panels. These come at I believe 4 millimeters and 6 millimeters. 6 millimeters approximates about 1/4 of an inch. 4 millimeter approximates almost like 5/32 or 3/16. So this is my project here, my latest project, and this should house 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 6, 36 rolls of fabric, or whatever materials you can think of, plastics. This will also house vinyl rolls, for people that do vinyl cutting. I mean, you name it. It'll house pretty much anything that you can fit into, anything that's that is in the shape of a roll, or maybe even wood. This can also house little pieces of long pieces of wood. If you work with balsa wood, and I got tons of that stuff as well. So I may end up doing a few of these, just to keep them in my shop, and also near where I keep my fabric. I keep my fabric in a enclosed area where it's clean, so that the fabric doesn't pick up any dust. But as far as wood for the shop, if you keep a clean shop, with proper ventilation, air extraction, and things of that nature, then there's no need to worry about dust so much if you're planning on using something like this for keeping your wood pieces, up to 3 inches wide. So this is my storage. I wanted to do a video on this and just show how I came up with this. And for anybody that's wanting to replicate this, you're welcome to using this video. The dimensions are right there. This dimension right here of the thickness of the material is 0.16, which is about 0.158 is 4 millimeters. So um, I just went to 0.16 just to keep it nice and simple. 18-inch panels by 36-inch panels. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You're going to need 14 sheets. So basically 2 8-packs of the corrugated panels that I just showed that I'm getting through Amazon. Mario, once again, thanks for watching.